Hi, Scorpio. My name is Audrey Alison, and this is your March forecast for 2014. I'm sorry that I'm inside. I want to be outside in the beautiful weather, but it's noisy as a mofo outside, and my neighbors are restless. So it was a little distracting. And since I use my intuition a lot in these readings as well, I didn't want to be too distracted. I didn't think that was very fair. So I'm taking it in, and we'll see how this goes. It's a little dark, but I don't know. I'm kind of vibing on it. We'll see. Let's just jump right in because there's a lot of action and a lot to go over. On the 1st of the month, we're just getting out of a Mercury retrograde. Mercury's now direct, effective March 1st. And we also have a new moon on the 1st of the month, and this is 10 degrees Pisces. Pisces is a compatible sister water sign to you, Scorpio, and this is in your 5th house of romance and creativity. So, and children, okay? So you have a new moon, which is the time you want to set your intentions and focus your energy on the house or the sector that it falls in, and this is in your 5th house. So you could be starting a new romance at this time. You could also be establishing new relationships with your children or your creative endeavors. It's a very positive new moon for you. On the 1st, we also have Mars retrograding, okay? The planet of aggression and action and energy is retrograding 27 degrees Libra. And Libra for you, Scorpio, is in your 12th house of your quieter self and things that you're keeping to yourself, your intuition and your psychic ability. I know Scorpios are really intuitive people, and you have the planet of action retrograding in a very quiet house. So you might feel like you don't have a lot of physical energy. Mars is physical energy, okay? That's where we get our stamina from that planet. So you might feel like you need to rest, and you might need recuperative rest at this time, which is okay to do. You can't be going 100 miles an hour all the time. It can't be all smoke and feathers. You've got to have some downtime. On the 2nd of March, Saturn, the buzzkill planet of restrictions and reconstruction and control and constriction, restriction, retrogrades. Okay, Saturn's retrograding 23 degrees Scorpio because Saturn has been in Scorpio for quite some time. So this is your 1st house. You're going through some changes here, Scorpio, and I mean deep-seated corrective changes, which I think could be healthy because when Saturn is done retrograding in your sign, you'll be implementing a new structured path. Saturn wants us to pay attention to him. He wants to redefine and restructure the patterns that you have created in your life. So this retrograde, you could be really reflecting on yourself and your path and what you're doing and how you're doing it and how you're going to get there. Saturn, it could be a really positive thing for Saturn to gain control of your life, but it might feel a little bit uncomfortable first. Okay, because Saturn really governs Earth sign Capricorn, and you're the water sign. You like a little more free motion to your days. And with Saturn there, it's very regimented and very grounded. And there's not a lot of room to wiggle with Saturn in a retrograde in your 1st house of self and ego. So just bite down on a nice towel for March, and you'll get through the month just fine. On the 5th of March, Venus, the beautiful loving planet of love and money, goes into Aquarius. Aquarius for you, Scorpio, is your 4th house of home and family and foundation. So, it might be a little too dark in here for this. What this means is you have love coming into the home and the support of the family. You also have money coming into the home or through family, or your foundation is protected with this transit. I like that. If you've been having difficulty with love or finance, resources, you'll find that it goes a little more smoothly in the home in regards to the family. You could actually borrow money at this time from the family or get support from that group of people that you trust. Let's see, on the 6th of March, we haven't even gotten a week into March, and there's all this activity. It's pretty amazing, but exhausting as well. On the 6th of March, Jupiter, the planet of luck and abundance, goes direct in Cancer. It's been stationed in Cancer since last July and will continue to be there through July of this year, 17th. So that's activating your 9th house of faraway places, long distance travel, and adventure seeking. So now that Jupiter is direct, you could actually be feeling more lucky in terms of going abroad or going the long haul to travel, to meet people. It's a positive aspect now that Jupiter's direct in your 9th house. It could bring you luck. Faraway places could bring you luck too, Scorpio. So keep that in mind. Let's see here. We have a full moon, March 16th. This full moon is 26 degrees Virgo. So Virgo for you, Scorpio, is your 11th house of groups and clubs and friendships and organizations. So it feels like it'd be a very peaceful full moon, that you could be surrounded by friends at that time or people that you're comfortable with, groups and clubs that you feel just a sense of calm with. You know, full moons also dismantle things, so you could decide to end some friendships as well if they're not suiting you. You might cut ties with some people if they're disappointing you leading up to this full moon. So pay attention to that as well. On St. Patrick's Day, for anyone who's Irish and celebrates that, we have on the 17th, Mercury, the planet of communication and intellect and study, goes into Pisces, your sister water sign again, in your 5th house. So this is communication in that 5th house of romance and children and creativity. You could find that you're much more able to express yourself and your thoughts from the 17th on. You have support there, so that's a good thing. You won't be tongue-tied. You can communicate. You could also have an easier time being creative and having creative expression from the 17th on. For those of you who are artists, it's a beautiful time with Mercury in Pisces to perform, write, direct, paint, what have you, whatever you're into, dance, express yourself, play the bongos, whatever floats your boat. I just like it. And if you're not creative, you could also find that you're able to have better communications with your children at this time, and they'll respond to you and heed your words, heed your advice. So that's a positive thing for anyone dealing with rebellious teenagers at that time too. On the 20th of March, the sun goes into Aries, and that happens every year. So for those of us in the northern hemisphere, happy vernal equinox, happy spring. And for those of you in the southern hemisphere, happy fall, happy autumnal equinox. But we love when it's starting to get springy here in Los Angeles, in California, because you can start to smell all the flowers, and it's like Snow White every day you walk out of your house. It's like butterflies, and springtime is just so exciting because it brings on the precipice of new adventure and new beginnings and, you know, titillating activity. You never know what's going to come up. There's the newness there, and I love that. Anticipation. So this is in your 6th house. Okay, so the remainder of the month is activating your 6th house of health. And you might have gone over some changes and implemented a better health routine and regimen, and did something better for your body. The 6th house on the 20th, you have the sun shining in there. You also have a new moon on the 30th, 9 degrees Aries, in this 6th house of health and daily routine. And I think that Scorpios have gotten rid of something that no longer suits their health, or have managed to have their organized structure of daily routine and health routine implemented better. And I feel like it's manifesting in the second half of March for you, Scorpio. I want to pull some cards, and I'm sorry that my speech is all over the place, stuttering. I have Mercury as my ruling planet as well as the moon, but with this Mercury retrograde, I'm like Roger Rabbit over here, tripping over my words. So let's see what happens with the cards for you in March. Okay, this is no joke, and I just shuffle these, but this is your card. This is death, and this means Scorpio in the tarot. This is the 8th house, which you govern, and it doesn't mean you're going to die, but it does mean there's a rebirth, a change, transformation. It could also mean sex. It also could mean other people's resources and wills and inheritances and taxes and estates and things like that. But what I really feel is that this card is validating who I'm speaking to right now, because out of 78 cards, you are this card. So that's just coming up first. Second, oh, I just pulled this last time. The Queen of Coins. You are establishing your 6th house of routine, your environment, your home is able to come together. You have the 4th house activity of Venus going in there. This card is indicative of you manifesting the fruits of your labor, having enough resources to generate better health and a better path. So you're going through some transformations with this card. Also, I really felt like you were going through some changes before I even pulled this. I think I had said that. Scorpios are revamping and restructuring with the help of Saturn retrograde in your sign, their life purpose and life path. So you might go back a little bit mentally too, have a little deja vu energy or premonitory dreams, or wake up and be like, oh my God, that dream felt so real. Was it real? Well, you never know, because people that we meet in our lives come through in different forms, and you can dream upon them, you can pray upon them. But I think that you'll find at the end of this month, looking back at the beginning, there's a restructure to your days and a healthier approach to your days as well, Scorpio. My name is Audrey Allison. Thank you so much for tuning in and for dealing with the indoors for this forecast. Let me get up in your face. I'll see you next month, and it was a pleasure to read for you. You can reach me at audreyallison.com, and I'll see you next month. Okay, take care. Bye.